We will now consider log number 2598R2 by Mr. Gaetz of Florida. For what purpose does the gentleman from Florida seek recognition?
I have an amendment at the desk.
Clerk will please distribute the amendment. Without objection, the reading of the amendments dispensed with. The chair recognizes the gentleman for the purpose of explaining his amendment.
So the last amendment dealt with the structural organization of DOD in their utilization of these flawed DEI initiatives. This amendment cuts off the money. So first one was the structure and the personnel. This one is the money. And, you know, it's not a disingenuous endeavor. Folks can agree or disagree with utilizing the Department of Defense for diversity, equity, and inclusion. But the great irony is many of the things that my colleagues on the left have articulated as their priorities get crowded out by the very DEI and critical race theory that they embrace. The Department of Defense's allocation of resources toward DEI initiatives is a gross misuse of taxpayer funding that accomplishes nothing but reducing the effectiveness of our military. The department should instead concentrate on countering significant threats, such as China, Russia, and Islamic extremism. Some of my colleagues seem to believe that defeating our adversaries hinges on how many DEI officers we have within service ranks, but in actuality, it will be our military's ability to wield lethal force that will determine combat outcomes. It is concerning to me that rather than putting all these resources to labs and research and testing and readiness, we instead continue to see senior DEI positions open up in the United States Air Force and the Navy, some offering salaries as high as $183,500 per year. Additionally, President Biden's budget requests $86.5 million for DEI initiatives, and that is a slap in the face to the American taxpayer, and it does nothing to advance America's readiness. It is incumbent upon all of us to stop this wokeification of the Department of Defense now, to defund the DEI budget, I believe is a critical first step. I urge my colleagues to vote in favor of this amendment so that our military can focus on winning an actual conflict rather than losing a misguided culture war. I yield back.
Is there any further discussion on the